good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, whichever that applies. I want to welcome each and every one of you to the Lost in Sauce podcast. I'm your host, The Sauce. Working alongside me is Miss Cola, who is actually working remote today, because today is a very special episode. We're going to be interviewing a gentleman of extraordinary talents, but back in July of 2008, he was involved in a motorcycle accident that would change his life forever. Now, even though the accident could have taken his life and left him paralyzed, he did not allow his circumstances to dictate his future. He goes by the name of Mr. Rommel LaChapelle. And without further ado, let's turn it over to Miss Cola.
So I want to welcome you to the show.
Thank you.
You could start by introducing yourself and basically telling everybody what you want us to know about you.
Anything you want to know about. My name is Rommel LaChapelle. I'm 44 years old.
What was childhood like for you? Let's start from the beginning.
It was good until my parents got divorced. My parents were, it was okay, but my father wasn't too good to my mom, so no, it was okay. It was rough though, like especially when my parents got divorced. My father was tough on me, so it made me kind of question myself sometimes. So
Wasn't sure of yourself?
yeah.
What made you start collecting? When did that start?
After my accident, not right after my accident, probably 10 years maybe after the accident.
10 years.
At least, yeah, about that. I did the sneakers right after my after my accident. I did a sneaker thing. It wasn't like this a strap, like this crazy.
Yeah.
Little. I had a little collection, like maybe 20 pairs or so, maybe.
Little collection is 20 pairs. That's pretty cool.
I was always into fashion, the jerseys and stuff. I have a big jersey collection out like that, but it was like little. That's how I played football. I was really good. Everybody's like, "You're gonna be the next superstar of school," and but I gave up on myself. Like I just quit playing. I played freshman year, and that was it.
Do you feel like subconsciously because your dad was hard on you, it kind of
Yep.
took away some of the confidence that you had? That sucks.
It does, because I probably could have made it to NFL because I was really good. I know I was really good. Now think about it. I have dreams of playing football. I had a lot of dreams of being in high school again. Like I miss high school because high school was like probably the best time, one of the best times of my life. Because that was like my way from getting away from my father. It was like, school was just like
An escape.
Yeah.
Yeah. What position did you play?
Fullback.
Fullback. See, I don't know much about
And
football.
defensive end. On defense, I played both. In high school, they want you to play both, like defense and offense. I don't know why, but that's what they do. But I was good.
Okay, taking a wild guess for the tight end here. Tight end is just like if somebody gets out of line, you kind of run in and make sure they don't get away. I don't know.
Tight end is the tight end is like a running back. The fullback goes through the middle a lot.
Okay.
Tight end goes around. That's what I noticed, but I was the go through the middle all the time.
I played basketball, so I only know the basketball positions.
Okay.
I don't know football positions.
I feel you. Yeah, my brother's the basketball.
Cool.
That's his thing. I'm football, he's basketball. We both collect jerseys. We both play the cards together. We both, we're real close, me and my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's next door. We're real close.
How old's your brother?
What is he, 36 or something like that? Okay. 8 years apart. So I'm 44, 36. I don't know what the math is.
Yeah. That's dope, though.
Yeah, we're close, though. We're real close.
That's nice. That's it? Only sibling is your brother?
This one brother. I wish I had more siblings. That's one thing I wish I had.
So I see you have some wrestling belts. Were you into wrestling as a kid, or did that start after the accident?
No,
as
I
well?
was into wrestling, but it started big after the accident.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really into it after the accident. Not right away, maybe 8 years after the accident I started watching it. I don't know, one day I just put it on. And then I got hooked. And then my brother started saying, you don't watch wrestling. He's like, for real? And he got hooked.
Yeah.
So we both watched it. We didn't watch it together. He didn't run my room, but we watched it. I watched all the pay-per-views and all that. Because I got a little cheater box. Get away with that.
What got you into motorcycles?
I
Were
was
you into
my
cars at first, or?
No, my father said I was a little boy. I was in White Plains, New York, where my grandmother lived. I walked down the street one day, and there was a motorcycle in the window, and I went crazy. I was going crazy. I was crying. He had it. Like, I don't know what it was. I just went over that motorcycle. And he bought one for me when I was 5 years old, a dirt bike.
Aww.
And I was just hooked after that.
Yeah. The thrill.
I still love it. I mean, I would never ride it again, but I would probably ride a T-Rex, which is like a three-wheeler. You sit in it. That's what I want. It's a little expensive, but that's what I want.
Yeah.
One day, hopefully, yeah. You sit in it. I would never ride again. If I could ride, it's too crazy to cars. It's too crazy. There's too many. They don't pay attention.
They don't.
Even when I was riding, they didn't pay attention. I get cut off. And then one day, the accident happened. One day, I was just I don't know. I was going to the store, and then I didn't have no helmet on. Luckily, I survived. I had my T-shirt on, and then the little girl, she was like 21 years old. She made a left turn. I was going straight, and then we hit.
Oh.
Yeah.
So did you how did you flew off the bike?
Yeah. I don't remember nothing. That's the thing. I don't remember anything about the accident. I was told what happened. I don't know how it got to my mother, like what happened. I don't know how she found out, but I don't know, the girl I don't know how she told me stories like what happened. I went up in the air. It was like a truck or something she had, the girl.
Well, thank God you survived. Yeah. That's definitely a blessing.
Yeah, it was crazy.
So what type of bike did you have at the time? Did you say it was?
It was a Yamaha R1. It was like a Japanese sport bike.
So I don't know much about bikes, but I heard there's a bike called a Kawasaki.
Yeah.
Super fast. That's like the
I had
fastest one.
I had a Kawasaki. I had a Suzuki.
And then there's like different
a
models,
Yamaha.
right?
Yeah. I've had all those. I've had pretty much all three. And there's Honda. That's the one I never had is Honda, but I had all three of the other ones.
Which one's your favorite?
Yamaha.
Yamaha.
That was the fastest. It looked the best. So that was my
So
baby.
what makes a bike a good bike? When there's so many to choose from. Like, you can get a regular car.
I guess like you gotta just feel for it. Like maybe I think it comes. Most people, I guess, they look at the bike but then you sit on it and then you feel the feel for it. Like you sit on it. I don't know. It's like a weird feel for it. And then when you drive it, then you get hooked. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I rode on the back of a motorcycle once, and it was so cool as long as I was looking forward. But the minute I turned around, I'm like, "There's a car right behind me."
Yeah,
I was
it could be scary.
Oh, no.
I've been on the back of bikes. It could be.
Yeah.
I've driven a lot of people, girls, guys, friends of mine, and they love it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said girls especially. The girls love it.
Yeah. They do. Be beeping out. I used to be one of those girls before I wasn't gay. It's like, oh, look at these hot guys on their bike. Beep, beep.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Just diving into the sneakers, because you have a pretty extensive sneaker collection. So you said that started slightly after the accident. So do you feel like you had to fill a void after that?
I had to find something to do.
To keep you going?
Keep my mind off of the accident. Because in the beginning, I was really depressed. I kept thinking about, like, I wish I didn't survive this accident. That's how I felt for years. I felt that for a long time. It took me a while to get to this point where I'm okay now, and I'm okay being in the world. Like, I'm okay being like this. Like, it's not bothering me as much.
Yeah.
In the beginning, it bothered me. I was like, how people think when they look at me, how girls think when they look at me. I wonder what I was wondering, like, what they thought, like, oh, look, he's ugly or something, or he a wheelchair, like,
Yeah.
That bothered me for a long time, but other than that, now I'm okay with myself.
Well, I'm glad, because you can't fix ugly, and you're not ugly, so.
Thank you.
No matter what you do, if you're ugly, you're ugly, so. I'm glad that you finally are in this place, in this space where you can feel good, and you have this massive collection that's gonna be super valuable. Like, you guys don't see this, but he has like action figures. Like, I'm not talking about regular Walmart action figures, okay? Like, these things can sell. We're gonna show you guys later.
Yeah, they're expensive. They're probably because what goes into them, they have to really make the person look like the person.
Yeah.
That's what makes them cost so much. They come around like it's like stepping out the movie.
It really is.
It's amazing.
It's really amazing. It's like, I'm talking about jawlines, guys. Okay? Like titties. Okay, so we're gonna pull out some sneakers because he has a super extensive sneaker collection, and some of these are custom by him. And then we can get into the sneakers and how all that started and where it's going and the plans for the future. Okay, so you talked about that you needed to get into sneakers and collecting to kind of keep you going. So what's the attitude that you have now, and what were some things outside of collecting that helped you get to where you are from the beginning?
Beginning was just collecting. It wasn't really painting like I do now. It was just buying them. I don't know. It was weird how I started. I just said one day I look at a shoe. I was like, I want to add to it. Let me just paint the bottom of the sneaker. Something like the ones you just seen. How I painted the bottom of the shoe, just to add to the shoe.
Yeah.
You know. And then all of a sudden one day, I did those. I don't know. It's hard to say like how it came from. It just came from nowheres.
Just your internal creative need to create. Okay. And then you had a lot of support with your family.
Definitely. You know, I talk like me and my father. We talk now. We're at a good place. You know, me and my mom, we're good. My brother, we're definitely really good.
Yeah.
You know, he's probably one of my biggest inspirations. Why I keep going.
That's awesome.
I know that he wouldn't be in a good place if I wasn't here. And we're close, so that's what kind of keeps me going because we do things together.
Oh, that's nice.
We did RC cars together. He's into sneakers. I buy him sneakers. I'm always like that dirt bike right there. I bought him one. We both do that together. It's kind of fun. We do the RC thing together.
Yeah.
You know, like so. We're both into the wrestling. We're both into sneakers. You know, we're like twins. We just don't look alike. You know what I'm saying? So that's probably what keeps me going. The biggest thing is him.
Awesome.
A lot of people don't talk about their siblings, because they've probably been in this kind of situation where they can say, "Well, my sibling keeps me going." But even if you're not in this situation, you have a sibling. You know, that should be one of the biggest things. You know, you got a sister or brother.
Yeah.
I feel like that's I don't know. It's like that's something that's really tight, and it's like that should keep you going. No matter what your situation is.
That bond.
Yeah.
That's so
you know
true.
what I'm saying? That's what I feel.
Agree. So being that you were riding and riding has caused this accident, do you have a message for anyone out there who's riding now? Like,
I tell people who's riding, always gear up. No matter if you're going around a corner to a store, always gear up. Wear a helmet, wear a riding jacket. You know, because it can happen. It always happens. They say accidents happen right close from home, and mine's happen close to home. So I would say always, and it's hard to say like be careful because the cars, you're not in control of the cars. So my message is just like be careful, but like you're not in control of the cars. That's the problem, and that's the biggest problem with riding the cars. It's not the motorcycles. People say bikes dangerous. It's not the bikes. It's the cars out here. They make it dangerous.
Yeah.
You know, so. But always gear up though. Always just gear up. That's my message. I don't care if it's hot. I don't care what the situation is. Gear up. Yeah, seriously.
Do they have riding clothes for when it's hot, or it's all kind of the same?
The jackets, they make them where when you ride, it's like you feel the air. I had a jacket that I didn't wear it that day, but you feel it. Like you can feel the wind go through you. It feels like an air conditioner almost.
Oh.
Yeah, they got the vents, the zipper with the vents and the jackets and everything.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty interesting. Yeah. I have a friend who rides. She's a female, and she only rides if there's a car driving behind her to keep her safe, so that if she's gonna merge, the car behind her merges first. And she kind of like does it that way. If she doesn't have that support system, she doesn't ride. So I think that's also a good way to kind of, you know, if you're gonna do it. I commend you guys. Or the group ride.
Yeah, I rode with a group. We used to ride 20 deep or more. Yeah, I should love that when we used to ride the group. We used to meet at like the beach and all, and we used to take it from there.
Have you ever been to bike rallies?
Yeah, when I was younger, called Marcus Dairy and Danbury. It used to be like, I don't know, at least 1,000 bikes, easy.
Wow.
My father, on his Harley, I used to sit in the back on his Harley, so we used to go to that, and then I've been to it on my own motorcycle. So it's fun. I don't think they have it no more. But I had a motorcycle that was in bike shows. I actually had my Kawasaki at the time. I made it all like it was all chrome and I had paint in yellow. It was a show bike, and Yeah, but I actually had my bike customized. I was young. I was a teenager. I brought the Marcus there. I had trophies.
That's pretty
yeah.
cool.
I had trophies for it. That was fun.
Okay.
I'm still in the bike. I love it. I watch people on YouTube ride. I would never ride a motorcycle again, like I said, because it's the danger of it. I see how dangerous. And every year, kids get killed on it.
Yeah.
Every year you hear it's crazy.
It is. It really is crazy. I feel like there needs to be more education on just being safe when you're doing your classes to get your license and everything. But so this is a man of many talents, guys, okay? Cars, motorcycles, sneakers, creating his own creative items on sneakers, designs. And he used to be a bodybuilder, so we're gonna insert some pictures, okay? ladies. But tell us some more about your bodybuilding days, like
that was
how
fun.
you started.
I started slow, just being in the gym, and I'm just lifting weights, and then all of a sudden I see my body how it started changing, and I got serious with it, taking a lot of protein shake. I never knew steroids. I never did the steroids.
Yeah.
I would never take steroids because it doesn't mess up your liver. It messes up your whole body, your mind. So I never was to that road, but I was to the point where I could have competed. They got people who compete. Like, the professional bodybuilders are all steroids.
Yeah.
That's steroids. There's no question because you can't get that big without it. You guys are super big. But I would never want to look like that anyways. I don't like the look.
Yeah.
Like I like Arnold Schwarzenegger back in his day, more natural.
Lean.
Yeah, more less I was lean muscle. But I loved it. I loved the body back. I missed that to death. That was one of the biggest. I was in the gym like 5-6 hours a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
It showed for sure.
Yeah.
I seen the pictures. It's like you could have competed with the best of them,
Yeah.
for sure. And then you
told
were
me
into
that.
modeling too. Did you do modeling?
I did a
during
little bit
time?
of that. Yeah. I never got into it. I wanted to get into it like really deep, but I can never. For some reason I just couldn't get there, and then an accident happened. I was with an agency in New York, and then the accident happened. Not right away, but
yeah,
it was like I said, I used to work out like 4 or 5 hours a day. It was like every day. And people was telling me, like, I realized I had to start taking breaks because your body you tear them muscle, not let them grow. So I had to take breaks. I didn't want to. I wouldn't up being there. So it's like it becomes an addiction, like a drug.
Yeah.
It really does. It gets crazy. And
I need some of that drug.
my eating routine, like I said, eat high protein, like meat, like steak. I love steak, so I eat a lot of that.
Did you cook all your food yourself?
Well, my mother did.
Okay.
Let's go to like what do you call that place? They got one up here too. On Norwalk, they got one up here. Steakhouse.
Oh, okay.
Then they got one up here too, the steakhouse. That was my mother. Every Monday I go there by myself, and I eat a big steak, and that was my thing.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like eating routine. I ate it. I didn't really have like, eat this, eat that. I just ate what I wanted to because I worked out so hard. And you know what I'm saying, that I couldn't eat what I wanted to. I didn't really have a specific diet. So even if I had a specific diet, I didn't really have a specific diet.
Yeah.
I said I took the protein shake, which helps. I took the certain pills that helped. So, and it was working for me. So, like everybody has their own.
It was working for him, ladies. Okay. We're gonna insert a picture somewhere around here. Okay.
No, because everybody has their own routine. I actually had people want me to train them, women, guys. It got to that point, and I was like, I don't know if I want to train because it didn't take away from me.
Yeah. No, it was some nice, neat, lean muscle. I mean, don't underestimate the power of lean muscle. I don't know why people like to be all bulked up,
I don't like that big bulky
looking like
look.
the Hulk. Like,
don't look right to me. A big bulky look. Some professional bodybuilders, they don't look right to me. Arnold Schwarzenegger days, they're more lean.
It looks
all
scary.
them guys look good. Nowadays, the steroids make them look like that. It doesn't look
you
good.
lay down trying to cuddle, you feel like you're laying on a rock, can't get your head comfortable. It's like, no.
It don't look good to me. No, I don't like it. Some people like it. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't like the look.
It's not for everybody, for sure. Yeah. Did your bodybuilding correlate at all with wrestling? Did you ever feel like you wanted to try to get into wrestling?
No.
You just like watching it?
I like watching it.
Even though you know it's fake. It's fake.
That's what people say. I read about it. What they do is they kind of make the match before the match.
Mm-hmm.
But
they
you
rehearse
you got to make it look real.
Mm-hmm. What is it? The UFC fighting?
Yeah,
I was about to say
real.
UFO, guys. UFC fighting. But wrestling is still entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I like how they just make the matchups. They make all this beef and drama, and it's just like the crescendo.
Yeah.
Only thing I don't like is that I do feel like it's fixed. Like they pick whoever's trending to be the one who gets the belt. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, yeah.
boo WWE or F, whichever one it is now.
WWE. It was WWF, but the WWF sued WWE. So WWF changed their name to WWE. That's what happened.
What?
WWF is
What did F stand for?
It was World Wrestling Federation.
And then what's WWE? Entertainment?
World Wrestling Entertainment.
Oh, that's interesting.
The company, yeah, it was yeah. And then I heard it got sued or something like that. So
now it's WWE. Okay. Yeah.
You're right though. It's like weird. Like, so I feel like as a champion, really a true champion.
Yeah.
Because he's getting picked to be the champion. Not really. That's what I wonder. I don't know. It's confusing.
Well, we don't ever really know. It's one of those things that.
Yeah.
We're on to you, WWE. I had one last question before we get into your deets on your sneakers, and I just want you to elaborate of what advice you have for anyone else who might be in a similar situation as you, or anybody who's in the beginning process of.
Tough. I know it's tough for a lot of you guys out there who are in my situation. I say, start slow with something, get a hobby. Start off with anything, any kind of hobby. There's a lot of hobby, and just start slow, and then you'll feel better. You can't just not do nothing because you'll feel every day it's gonna get worse. I know that for a fact. I know if you just not do nothing and feel bad about yourself, it's just gonna get worse to the point where you're gonna do something to yourself, you're gonna think crazy, and you don't want that point. You don't come to that point.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna get into some of these sneakers. So we're gonna take a second and just grab some of his favorites. I actually, if you don't mind, want to just go through and maybe pick out one of my faves.
These are one of my favorite shoes. This is like a neon orange. Something you don't see. You don't see neon sneakers. The idea came from, I don't know. Like I said, I've always been creative. Like my talent of customizing. I always had either whether it's motorcycles, a car, a sneaker. I was always good with colors. I know how to put colors together.
Yeah.
And it just came out of nowhere. It was like this. The bottom. It's like it's called splatter. Like it's a splatter.
Yeah.
I always use a toothbrush, and you flicker it, and that's how you can splatter it.
Oh,
it's really easy
wow.
to do. If anybody wants to start customizing shoes.
How do you get the lines so crisp though? Like there's not even a hint of purple on the orange.
that takes. Don't get me wrong. I mess up and I gotta go back. I gotta go back and fix it with another color. I gotta go back, use alcohol, take the color. It's a process with these shoes. You gotta do like 5 coats of the color for it to really make. You know what I'm saying? So
wow.
Yeah, it's
That's
a process.
beautiful combination of colors as well.
Thank you. Yeah, I call these cements. It's like a cement color.
Ooh, I like those.
Yeah, this is my first ones I did. My first Air Force Ones.
Those are fire.
Yeah.
I would buy those if they were on the shelf in a store.
I wish I could
That's
get hold of
style.
Nike and get a deal with Nike. Have Nike because even Nike's not doing this.
Yeah.
With Air Force Ones. If Nike, you see my shoe?
Come on, Nike.
I call it Bumblebee. They remind me of Bumblebee, like the color.
Yeah.
So it's my own name for the shoe.
I love the laces. Let's get into the laces.
I bought these after the shoe. I didn't do the laces. But I put those. Yeah. These are dope. These are fire. I want to show you my Dornbecker collection. Like some of my Dornbeckers. So guys, if you don't ever hear about Dornbeckers, kids team up with Nike. These are one of them. These are Jordan 5s. They have a tent of like a prison, I don't know, it's hard to see in the shoe right now, but in person, a rainbow effect. And if you have a black light, it'll light up the shoe.
Oh, I see it actually
see it?
against the light. Yeah, against the letters.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
One of the kids did this. Yeah, forgot what disease he had, but you could look Dornbecker's up and you'll probably find the kid had. I forgot what he had as far as disease, but he came out. He died. That's right, he did die. He died. He passed away.
And he designed that sneaker. That's so cool.
He's one of my my Dornbecker's my favorite collection of shoes.
So you said Kobe inspired you? In what ways?
He was talking on TV called The Muse, I think it's called, the episode.
Mm-hmm.
And he said something like, what did he say? He said something, I never forget it.
My brain cannot process failure. It will not process failure. Because if I sit there and have to face myself and tell myself, you're a failure, I think that's almost worse than death.
He put in a way that made me like always thinking like him, it kind of made me going too. And I created that shoe because Nike has a way you can create shoes online, make your own shoe. But I just created that for him. I had my own shoe. Instead of buying a Kobe, so let me just create my own shoe, because that's just how my mind is, always thinking of creative. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I'm a big Steve Harvey fan. And Steve Harvey said something too. So like all these people who came from nothing, Steve Harvey slept in a car for 3 years. The people might not know about him. And I think about that. Someone sleep in a car for 3 years. I don't care if I'm normal. I don't even know I could do that. That's tough.
Right.
Be strong and be like, I'm gonna make it. I'm in the car. I'm gonna sleep in the car. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. And I look at him. I look at people like that. That's what keeps me going. I know who I am, what I can do. I could be successful. I know I could be successful. It's just seeing the right people seeing me. That's what keeps me going. One day I'll run into somebody or those. Who knows? Maybe this right here doing this. Somebody will see me.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely the sneakers is a beautiful talent.
Thanks.
There's sneakers here that you've done that I would definitely. They were in the stores. I would be the first in line. Yep, those right there. Yeah, so that's pretty fire.
I did these, the whole shoe. My Dornbeckers though, there's a lot of them in there. There's a pair I want to show. They're foam posits. You hear foam posits?
Foam posits, yeah. You know what's so funny? I was into foam posits. I have a daughter who is 12. I showed her some foam posits. She was like, "What are these?" I'm like, the generation today, they don't know what a good sneaker is.
I know. At first, honestly, I wasn't into foams at first. It kind of grew on me. Oh, this looks like some alien shoe. It kind of grew on me, but they're dope. I can't, and it sucks. I can't feel the effect because I heard they're the most comfortable shoe out there. They mold to your feet, and I can't feel it because I can't feel nothing in my feet. So, but I still like the way they look.
They do look fire.
And I got a pair over there I want to show you. See my red and black foam posits? Those are Dornbeckers. And I think this kid had Lyme disease. And these are one of my favorite shoes. Yeah, to tell you, these kids are talented. These kids are all, I'm telling you, just as talented as I am.
Yeah.
How they work with Nike, that's what I'm saying. If I can't work with Nike, there's nobody who, Air Force Ones is just always white or black. I've never seen a shoe like mine's. Custom Air Force Ones. And the way I did mine, I know, if Nike was to see them, they'd be like, oh yeah, these are sell.
Those
so guys,
are so fire.
Guys, these are Dornbeckers. These are the foam posits. These are legendary. People talk about they're expensive, but I had to have a pair. And the kid I think he had Lyme disease. The kid who created this shoe. If you look online, you can find their names and all that. Go Dornbecker collection, Dornbecker. I can't remember all the names, but yeah, this is one of my favorite shoes of all time. I love this shoe.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, it was awesome getting to know you a little bit better, getting to see this massive collection. Guys, we're gonna go through and literally give you guys a tour, because when I say that this is amazing, it is absolutely amazing. Anything you wanna say to the audience that are here for you today?
I hope you guys learned something. I hope I inspired people who are in my situation, or even not in my situation. I inspire anybody who's struggling with life to don't give up, and you can be successful no matter what your situation is. You know, that's a fact. And just find a hobby. You gotta just find something to get into. Because there's just, I know things are expensive, but start small, you know? Like I said, get a sneaker and paint it. Think about that. Just try something different. That's what I did. You know, and I got sneakers coming out. I got some sneakers coming out that I got ideas. I just haven't done it yet. I've been slacking. But I got a couple pair of sneakers I want to do. That I know that nobody has.
Yeah.
We would like to thank each and every one of you for tuning into the episode. We would like to give a special thank you to Mr. Rommel LaChapelle for allowing us to look inside his journey, see how he became such an avid collector of all these items, customizing all these sneakers. A side point, he also has left side paralysis, so all the customization of the sneakers and the paintings and all the beautiful talent that you saw go into his shoe, he did all of that with one hand. That just goes to show how amazingly talented he is. We hope you guys were inspired by his story, and we truly, truly want to give our hearts to those who are affected by motorcycle accidents. So please, everyone, be safe out there. Drive safe, especially even the drivers. Please be mindful of the riders on motorcycles. We all leave the house planning on coming back, and if we pay more attention, we can make that happen. And until next time, let's get lost in the sauce.